So I mean, it's first off say I'm terrified right now. Public speaking is not necessarily my forte, but I think this is like a very important thing to do. What? Thanks. Great start. um, so first off, I wanted to talk to you guys about my best friend. So my best friend Jake, to really set the stage, we were inseparable growing up. Everything we would do, we were just mischievous kids. Breaking into things, doing stupid things, spray painting things, just for no reason at all. That whole aspect. And with all of that being said, we also started drinking, and we would smoke weed all the time. And when we were younger, of course, we started doing that around 14. And everything was great until January in our junior year of high school, when Jake's mom died. Sorry, she was like my mom too. I love her. And that changed Jake so much. She was everything to him. So from that point on, he really didn't have a family, and we ended up taking him in. Because again, this guy was my brother, so incorporated in my family. So we took Jake in, but the whole thing of him losing his mom, being in a new place and all that, it broke him. And he started using drugs, started with Lortabs and different prescription drugs, but inevitably it escalated to heroin. And this was also happening right when I was leaving to go to college. So he just lost his mom, and then his best friend was abandoning him, right? So as I was in college, I would constantly just be getting calls from my mom or calls from Jake complaining about the other person, because my mom was new to this. She'd never dealt with someone with heroin addiction in her life. She didn't know what to do, so she tried what any parent would try to send him to rehabs, trying to get him clean in any way that she can. And he was not used to being an addict. He didn't know what was happening to him, and he honestly started to deteriorate. And his mind would change, his thought process would, everything. He was not him anymore. He would steal from my family. It got to a point where eventually my mom had to kick him out, and that led him to go to this girl's house that he was seeing, and apparently she had an ex-boyfriend, and he ended up murdering my best friend. And this is not an overdose story, but that is not the only way that we lose people to this. It's where you're taken and where it'll bring you, At 19 years old, I was planning the funeral for my best friend. At 19 years old, I gave the eulogy for my best friend, which was an honor. Don't get me wrong, it was amazing. But God, I miss that kid so much. And the biggest thing is we need to come together, and really actually give a voice to this. And I love what everyone's been saying about that. That's so important. After Jake died, I was destroyed. I didn't know what to do. Everything in my life was crumbling. Dealing with the addiction, my grades were horrible. I basically gave up on myself. I wanted to die so bad just to see him again, But with that being said, even though you lose someone like this, and that happens, you can't give up on yourself either. There's no reason for two people to die when one does. But instead, if you can create a voice and start to make change, we can actually stop this from happening to other people. And that's really what I want. With all that and all of the my grades being so bad and all that kind of stuff, I decided I wasn't going to let that happen to me. I wasn't going to let myself die too. So I attacked school again, and now I'm in medical school, and I am working in addiction medicine. I'm trying to actually change the curriculum to teach doctors, because we don't get enough education as doctors, and doctors don't know what to do. Nobody knows what to do for this. So I'm just saying this because we all have the ability to make change. No matter where you are, what you see you are doing, we can all do this. You just have to try and stand up for something you believe in, because they deserve it, you know? Thank you so much, and thank you for coming.